Yo, what up, boys? Welcome back. In this video, I'll be talking about the new balancing manifesto that GGG just released like yesterday. I think I did review it a little bit. They made a lot of changes to mines, traps, March of the Legion, and obviously we got some huge fucking buffs as well. Like no jokes, like quite little huge buffs. Alright, like I'm gonna go through right now. It's looking really exciting. I mean, this is not the patch note, but they sort of like release all the new damage. I think like more or less all the damage of the new skills and stuff. Not new skills, just existing skills. They just balance it out, increase damage or lower damage and all that stuff. Mines, traps got fucked up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leak stuff mines or traps anymore, but season trap is looking still worth it to use. No jokes, but I'll go through it. Alright. Spellcast, alright. What do we use for spellcast? EK and Spark. Spark obviously is the strong skill for a overbot setup. No joke. Like it's literally the king. You can't beat it. And obviously in this manifesto, we got some fucking huge buffs, man. Alright. You see all these absolution. Look how much buffs these fuckers got. Like even Arc got insanely buffed. Every single of these. Look at Blade. What about Blade Blast? Blade Blast. No, Blade Blast didn't get touched upon. Whatever. GC, Ice Nova, Ice Spear, 9 Tendrils, all these right. Storm Core, which is actually usable, but not sure about these. Alright. Like traps. Obviously these traps probably most likely won't be used, but the Blade Trap looks pretty cool. But and obviously threshold juice, right? Threshold juice for EK is obviously kind of dead. It's not dead, but you fire 5 less projectiles, right? You only like fire in a circle, but for Spark, I think it's a buff, to be honest. With 40 intelligence, right? Your Spark fires 2 additional projectiles, that's gone. But this reduced Spark duration is also gone, which I think to be honest for me is actually a buff, like because Spark duration, in my opinion, is actually stronger than the amount of projectiles that you fire. Because you see, the longer a spark lasts, the stronger long shot gets, which is the allocation you get on your amulet or even your gloves, which is what's that glove called? The blood gloves. All right. To be honest, this is a buff or a nerf. Like it's still the same, but you're still gonna use this jewel to be firing spark in a circle, but I mean, if you want to just cast it without the circle, you can do that, but to be honest, firing the circle is much better. Obviously, Spark, what the fuck? Look at EK. EK got huge buff, like probably more than 100% more damage. Like EK, it's ridiculous. The damage is really good, looking very good. And Spark, obviously, well, didn't much change. Look at the damage increase though. That's ridiculous amount of flat damage, and this is only level 20. How much damage would you be getting once you scale it to level 24, level 25? It's gonna be crazy. Look, 5 extra projectiles, 1 more extra projectile, which also more or less counteracts this hazardous research. This 5 2 projectiles, you only fire 1 less projectile than before, so it's fine. If you use Divergent, I think Divergent Spark, no, it's Anomalous Spark. You'd be firing like 2 more extra anyway. So I think using the alternate quality. But look at the added damage increase, like effectiveness of added damage. This is really strong if you're using awakened lightning damage, increased lightning damage, because it amplifies the effectiveness of it by literally how much? 75%, no, 65%, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like that's a lot more damage. So overall, Spark got massively buffed. You probably do a lot more damage now with much less investment, because the effectiveness of it just amplifies each other. It's just like exponential. It's really strong. Yeah, that's it for Spark. But lower the strength and oh fuck, local added damage. Yo, what the fuck, bro? I mean, it is nerfed. Where it's still not bad. Though. It's still usable. It's not as bad at all. As long as you don't get rid of the +1 level of the awakened added line damage, I think it's still gonna be worth the use. I mean, that's quite a bit. That's like 100 fucking flat damage. I think it's still worth the use, to be honest. Local added damage. Tier 1. I think it's still worth the use, to be honest. Not sure, I might have to use some POE to calculate it, but like the more damage fucking support gems are probably gonna be strong. So maybe like what do you call it? What's that fucking control destruction? Might actually go back to control destruction. I'm not joking. Using secrets of stuffing, you can more or less cap the crit. Secret stuffing is so fucking strong. Unique, yeah, Martial Legion right here. You see, Martial Legion got reworked or nerfed, right? Because you take full advantage of Supreme Ego, obviously. Very low cost method to gain 4 extra fucking ores, which means that Martial Legion Orbot doesn't exist anymore, which means you have to play non-Martial Legion. So for all of the Martial Legion users out there who talk shit about me, but you're gonna have to be using non-Martial Legion Orbot versions right now, which means you're gonna be stacking a lot of mana reservation juice, assuming they don't nerf us again, right? Because this is a Manifesto, not the full patch now. They might fuck up Orbot again, not sure. But I'm actually fine with this change because they added a new support gem, Blessing, which makes you be running 1 extra ore. You're limited to running 1 ore by like using your mana. So it's, for me, it's a buff because I didn't use much of Legion this league start. I was planning to use it next league, which is 3.17, right? Well, I wouldn't say it's that. I wouldn't say it's not bad for me. I'm fine with it. But for a lot of people, they probably fuck just too reliant on this boot. And yeah, it's still really strong. This Blessing as a support gem, you're able to run 1 extra ore early on without the use of this boot. You can be running Purity of Elements, you can be running fucking Grace, you can be running Haste, you can be running so much ores using this 1 extra Blessing. It's actually really strong. Like, I'm not joking. It's very powerful. Martial Legion, yeah, it's probably there, to be honest. See, like, number of blessings you can have to 1. So you can only have 1 over blessing. So, well, I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. But, yeah, let's, got nothing to say for, to be honest. And, yeah, that's it for the Manifesto, to be honest. Martial Legion, still usable, but you have to fucking do Blessing as a support gem. Why do you even... The Martial Legion is not necessary. It's not a necessity. It's gonna be dead unique. You'd rather be using the fucking Blessing as a support gem, right? And use like something like Syntrack to get that extra fucking energy shield, which is insane. Yeah, and then Seismic Trap. I was planning to start with this cold conversion, like Fierce to Lightning, then cold conversion using Cold Brotherhood, Seismic Trap, but I don't see it get nerfed. It hasn't got nerfed at all. Except scaling to AoE, which I was thinking to be scaling, like stacking a ton of AoE support. Now, it seems to be balanced, but the damage isn't changed, which I think is still usable. But look at this, cluster traps, right? Which I think you use for the trap exsanguinate when using a Seismic Trap. You do 61% less damage, previously 55, and 55% less damage, previously 31%. You deal, this is the wrong one, but you deal literally 19% less damage for your Exsanguinate mines. That's, I mean, traps, that's quite a bit, but since Exsanguinate is a clearing skill, it's not that big of a deal, right? But look at this, trap support, right? Well, 20% less trap damage, and 11, this is quite a bit. Like, previously this is increasing, but now it's just decreasing. But if, Seismic Trap doesn't get touched too much, like, since the whole build revolves around Seismic Trap as the main DPS, Exsanguinate Traps just doesn't really matter. Like, it's only for clearing, right? And sometimes you even throw Seismic Traps at rare enemies, which is, was pretty cool, but mines. Like, where the fuck is mine? Yeah, look at mines. Blast Chain. 59% less damage. Previously 40%. 53% less damage. Previously 33%. 20% less damage for mines. And high impact is the exact same. High impact is even fucking worse. 22%. That's horrible. Like, that's horrid. It's like you deal so much less damage. Basically, every 5 mines, you're missing 1 mines now. Like, that's damage you're fucking missing. 20% less damage. That's crazy. Like, mines, I'm not sure if mines are fucking viable anymore. Because I usually use mines for, like, what do you call it? For bossing. But this much less damage, bossing might might actually not be very good for mines anymore. I might actually just shoot up play Stormbrand like League style and then switch to Spark, since Spark is really buffed right now. Spark looks really promising. Mines are fucked. Traps are still okay because you're gonna be using Seismic Trap, right? And Seismic Trap, I don't think it's been touched, so it's fine. Just didn't say shit, right? They didn't say anything. So yeah, Seismic Traps damage itself didn't get enough, but the scaling to AoE did. So yeah, I'm not sure, dude. Seismic Trap looks good, but mines are basically fucked. You're gonna be missing quite a bit of damage. The reason I pick mines is because you get a ton of damage early on without the need to invest a lot. But since mines are doing much less damage now, I'm not sure if it's actually worth it to be used. And yeah, Stormburn I might actually just show up start of Stormburn using double void batteries. Sounds pretty good, but I'm not sure what skills to, like, you know, progress onto it. Maybe do a lightning spell slinger, but that's also really bad now. Stormburn might just show up start of Stormburn, to be honest. Might actually be a viable choice, to be honest. Not sure. Gotta check now. Brands are not touched. I really want to wait for the patch notes. I'm waiting for it. If the patch notes buff or nerf fucking more skills, I might have to see what else are there to use. But yeah, that just makes it more reason to be using Spark as your end game skill now, because Spark is extremely buffed. Master Legion are fucked, which means you can't be reliant on Master Legion early on. But you get Blessing Support Gem as like return, which is, to be honest, really good thing for me. I'm excited for it. Excited for the new league. Excited for new patch notes. Can't wait for it. So yeah, that's it for the video. Peace, guys.